Good evening to those who are listening. It's February 27th, 2018, 9:42 p.m. And saw this report about the embassy on the Israel news. I really believe that Israel has a big part in the end times prophecies, so I keep my eye on Israel. Not as much as I used to, but I need to start. I watch the Israel news every day. But I don't. There's not a lot. Hasn't been a lot happening recently. There was a lot of stuff happening in the last few months. But anyway, going on to the story, we know that Trump announced that they were going to move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Back in December, they announced it, but they said it would probably be years before they actually did it. And they announced that it would probably be sometime in 2019 that they would move the embassy there. But on Friday, they announced that they're going to have an interim embassy opening in Jerusalem on May 14th of this year, which is the anniversary of Israel's independence, May 14th, 2018, from May 14th, 1948. And I just think that that's something to do with prophecy in one way or another. And back in December, I also predicted this, but you won't be able to see that on YouTube. I did put it up on Facebook, though, if you can find it in there. I put up a lot of stuff, share a lot of stuff on Facebook, too. But, I put that up there, saying that wouldn't it be ironic if they opened up the embassy on their anniversary. And then I also threw in, wouldn't it be something if they had the peace treaty signed then, but I don't think that's going to happen. And then it was another story that just came out a couple days ago, too, that Israel closed down the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And, there's some issues with taxes and stuff, I don't know. But it's the first time it's been closed down since, in their 70 years. So I don't know if that has something to do with something, too. So we got to watch Israel. But here's the story.
Palestinian groups are allegedly calling for clashes with Israeli soldiers and settlers next Friday as part of a day of, quote, popular rage. The violence is supposed to be a form of protesting the U.S. administration's decision to not only recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital, but to also relocate its embassy to the city. Representatives of the Palestinian National and Islamic Forces reportedly met up in Ramallah to discuss where to initiate clashes. They're calling on Palestinians to gather at, quote, all points of friction, including settlements and military checkpoints. They're also calling on Arabs and Muslims around the world to stage similar protests against American policy. The U.S. State Department has just announced that the U.S. Embassy will be moved on May 14th from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, just in time for the 70th anniversary of Israel's independence. The move has Palestinian leadership fuming, calling on the PLO bodies to suspend all relations with Israel and to boycott all American delegations visiting the West Bank. Last week, a U.S. delegation of New York council members and civil society groups were attacked by Palestinian protesters with eggs when they attempted to visit the Palestinian Center for Policy and Research in Ramallah.
So there's the story, but Israel's a big country that's going to be involved with Bible prophecy. At one point in time, which I'm not saying that this is true or not, and it probably isn't, but in Daniel's 70 weeks, some people say, a lot of people say actually that that's already happened. But what if it hasn't happened? And the last 70 weeks were actually the last 70 years of Israel. I don't think that's the case. I think it's actually going to be a literal 70 weeks. But then again, that's up for discussion and debate on that too. But so Daniel is another book I would like to get into and study, but we got to get into finish Revelation first. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll be putting Revelation study up in just a little bit. Thanks. God bless.